Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Robyn. I'm a channeler and tarot reader, and this is going to be your April 2025 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. I've extracted the major arcanas from the Good Tarot deck from Colin Baron Reid, just to get a theme for you for the month of April. And then we're going to do a cross of truth. We're looking at where you are coming into April, what you desire, what's working in your favor, what the potential challenges, the likely outcome, and then some guidance from Spirit. So Leo, what's going on in your life? Let's see. What are you exploring this month? Where are you on the cycle, the grand cycle of life? Emperor. Oh, very strong. This is kind of your energy because it's a lion. The Emperor does execute energy, charisma, passion, oversight for the big picture, for the big goal. Okay, he is all about action orientation. Number 4 in numerology is about balance, building strong foundations, and so it's kind of like working out, what is it that I need to do, what are the strategies, what are the plans, who do I need to delegate, how do I have the biggest vision for all. So you are a force to be reckoned with this month in April. There's no one going to be standing in your way. Now the Emperor also typically is wears armor but covers up with a robe, meaning that while he may look content and kind of peaceful and observing the situation, he is ready to go to battle at any moment. He is ready to apply himself. So even if you find that it's easier to plan things and allow other people to do things for you, which is fantastic, right? It's a very authoritative figure. You are quite prepared to get on and do the dirty work yourself too. And when I say dirty work, the gritty, boring stuff, okay? So I'm going to lay out the cards for you and clarify them before I show you and talk you through them. Sure. Okay, I'm just going to clarify quickly with my mini Rider-Waite. Oh, by the way, my deck, the Telepathic Tarot, it's a deck, obviously a normal tarot deck. It's available for sale by the end of the month. It's a gorgeous deck, I have to say that, because I painted all the pictures in oil paint. So if you're interested in that, check out the link below, or by the end of the month, okay? Let's have a look here. This is quite a positive reading so far. The challenge is challenging, but let's have a look. Haha. Okay, so you got 2 cards that's coming up twice. Well, a card that's repeating itself, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings. You start off at the beginning of the month, like fantastic, okay? Ace of Wands clarified by the World card. So the Ace of Wands talks about new beginning, new passion, va voom, strike while the iron is hot, and it's it gets you super duper excited. Now the World card represents that actually this is gifted to you by Spirit, really, because you've kind of completed a cycle and now you're ready to embrace a new cycle in your life. For others of you, this new beginning has something to do with the world. It has something to do with either world travel or something that connects to a really large spectrum or audience of people. So it is extremely, I would say, positively aspected. No wonder you're so excited, and no wonder you've got the va-va-vum to execute it. Your desire is the 6 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. So your desire is to ensure that you are recognized and supported for the endeavors that you do, for the work that you do, in so much so that it provides long-term security and fulfillment and stability, okay? So anything that regards kind of property, wealth, connection, your family unit, you are wanting that support. You see how he's crowd surfing there for the 6 of Wands. You're wanting that support, you're wanting that recognition. That's kind of the thing that's motivating you, and something that's kind of long term, that you can rely on. What's working in your favor this month is Temperance with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so Temperance basically says everything happens in divine timing, okay? The Temperance, angel of divine timing. Temperance also talks about kind of being able to balance and adapt and be flexible to ever-changing circumstances, and that's going to serve you really, really well with regards to this new beginning that you are starting off. Okay, so if you find over the course of the month things are not happening as fast as you would like it, be the emperor that you are. Okay, and let me just show you that. Look how powerful he looks, right? Be the emperor that you are, sit back and observe, because that temperance is basically promising you that if you just allow things to happen in the correct flow of things, things are going to happen much faster rather than kind of trying to push too fast. Now, the challenge for the month is that you're simply doubting yourself, okay? We got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The doubt that you had within, particularly because you want this endeavor to be long-lasting, like the Ten of Pentacles, and to provide you with a sense of security, something that you can rely on. The challenge, therefore, is what if it doesn't? What if I feel like I'm out on my own? What if I feel like I don't have enough? What if I feel like I cannot make this happen? That's a kind of anxiety or the worry that you're having with the Nine of Swords there, okay? You feel like, okay, what if I'm left out to the sharks? Where in fact what you want is to be supported. The concern here, the challenge is, okay, but what if? Simply speaking, it's just a challenge. Challenges are things that we need to work with, because they're reflecting back to us our shadows, the things that trigger us. And for you, I'm sensing that you're so excited about this new beginning, which is great. It seems more work related than like new love, but because you are a little bit fixated on ensuring that you get the support and you get the recognition, you get the funds long term, that can sometimes create a bit of a limitation, a bit of a block. And it's certainly going to come up this month and kind of trip you up from time to time, okay? I wouldn't worry about it, because by the end of the month, you are sitting pretty. We got the Four of Wands clarified by the Four of Pentacles, okay? So again, we've got the number 4 is coming up quite strong. You may see 444 quite a lot this month, okay? Which would be the master number. 4s, as I said before, foundation, building strong foundations. So what we have here is we do have a more balanced lifestyle. We do perhaps even have going away somewhere, because it's we've got the World card here. So this could talk about perhaps even travel. We're talking about things where things seem a lot more brighter and more prosperous, right? But the Four of Pentacles basically just says that by the end of the month, you're going to go, okay, fine, I'm going to execute this new beginning. I know what it is I want. I know what it is I'm motivated by. I know that things are going to be like require a bit of divine timing, and I'm just going to sit back and watch things unfold and apply myself where I can without putting any limitations on myself. But I also know that by the end of the month, I know it's important to make sure I keep a little bit of savings to one side, but I protect my ideas and don't tell everyone about my ideas or patent my ideas. And that is going to, that kind of like keeping something for yourself is going to basically balance this feeling of maybe not having enough or feeling a little bit left out. Okay, so you're going to go from starting the month of kind of going, this is a wonderful idea, I'm super duper excited, I want to scream about it from the rooftops. Don't. Okay, the recognition and the long-term sense of security will come. It doesn't happen overnight. That's why temperance is here. Okay, so it will come. The best thing is to recognize those little triggers of like, oh God, am I good enough to do this? You know, we all have them, right? And kind of work with that energy and kind of go, okay, well, how can I trick myself? Or what things do I need to do? Which is what an emperor does, strategy. What is it that I need to do to ensure that I don't feel kind of, that I'm completely isolated, completely left out in the cold, and I don't have enough finances, right? Or financial power. So by the end of the month, it feels like you're onto more of a sure thing, okay, from the beginning of the month. You've got a bit more foundations, you've got a bit more stability, but part of that strategy is about keeping something to yourself. Now, whether that's finances, resources, or your concepts and ideas, that's going to serve you well this month, okay? So, Leo, let us get a message from Spirit. What is this you need to know? So I'm sitting here by the window, right? And in the background, there's just like chemtrails everywhere. Good old weather manipulation. Thank you very much, government. And it's in the UK, so we have a rare sunny day, but by mid-afternoon it'll be all overcast because of those chemicals that they're spraying into the air. Oh wow. Okay, so, right. Remember what I was saying about what's really working in your favor this month is our temperance, and about being flexible and adapt, right? It's coming up again as your message from spirit. We've got obstacle. Find another road, flexibility, change, okay? So this means that you are certainly on the right path, but it may need a little bit of kind of tweaking here or there, a little bit of maneuvering, or a little bit of kind of going a little bit left field to be able to override certain obstacles. Obstacles can indeed be relative to the finances. So of course, if you're starting this new business, or if you've got this fabulous idea and you're like, but I don't have the capital to do it, Spirit here is saying, find another way. That you can make this happen, but the more you exercise flexibility when you start the endeavor, the easier it is going to be later down the line. I know from experience that when you have this fabulous idea and you think this is genius, and you start it and you put all your money into it, and then it doesn't go according to plan, you're like from the start, because you planned too much in the beginning, and then it all just implodes. Nothing happens, right? Because from my experience, I got too super duper excited about how it should unfold, right? Flexible as you start will really serve you a lot better later down the line. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I really hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Of course, if you're interested in personal channeling or tarot reading, check out my website, robynstein.com. Information is in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in learning tarot, I've partnered up with Wisdom from North and released a masterclass called Learning the Art of Tarot Reading. And so there's a link to that if you're interested in doing that masterclass. It's a subscription on a membership scheme. They have thousands of masterclasses on there. And you can only just subscribe to 1 month if you wish. So yeah, have a wonderful, fruitful month, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.